Hey guys, today we're here with my clients, Kevin and Kelly, here in the community of Sterling Grove. I just wanted to get their insights and feedback of what it's like to live here and some of the pros and cons that you might expect when you're moving to Sterling Grove. So I remember last year you guys were moving from out of state. So what kind of brought you guys to the Phoenix area?
Change of weather, change of scenery, yeah.
It was last summer, right? I think we were sweating out house shopping.
Yeah. We did 5 cities, 42 model homes in 2 days.
It dragged you all over the state.
Yeah. Making me look full time. Yeah. So yeah, we started, I remember on the far East Valley, because you guys weren't familiar, so we wanted to make sure we checked out everywhere, right? Because you weren't sure where you wanted to live.
I thought I wanted to be out that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was day 1. We kind of hit the East Valley. There was a couple that you guys could be in, right?
Oh yeah.
And then day 2, I remember we were checking out the West Side, and there was a couple, and it was kind of nearing the end of the day. We were driving together, and I remember we were driving through the gates here, and then what kind of happened from your point of view as we entered the community of Sterling Grove?
Well, your famous words were, let's just go look at one more place.
One more.
And it was Sterling Grove.
Yeah.
And I remember when we drove through that entrance in the front gate, and just the way they designed it with the water and kind of the long entrance to the clubhouse, that immediately, this place looks like no other place we visited. Right. And that's what really struck me.
That's like stuck with us. There was nowhere like this.
Yep. Yeah, even the favorite communities on the east side, there was nothing that was as lush and green.
Well, instantly when you come in here, you feel community.
Right.
And we didn't have any of that feel.
Yeah.
And that we didn't come from anything like that, the front like this. So it was all new to us, but it stuck.
Right.
Big time.
Probably then you might have been sold. We hadn't even seen the models or any properties, but just the community feel was good. And then we get to the model homes, and kind of walk me through what that was like.
Well, all the models were great.
Mm-hmm.
I was very specific, as you remember, with all these homes. I wanted a certain size. I wanted a single story. I wanted a lot. I didn't want, to be crunched up against anybody. So lot size was super important. And then we looked through the models, and then this model, the Hastings model, was the last model that we looked at. So, and then we were sold.
So you guys went through the whole process. You got to pick out your lot, right? So we were able to come here and see the empty lot and see where the house would be built, and then go through the whole process of structural options and design center and that kind of stuff. So, and how was that process for Toll Brothers in this community?
Well, I thought it was really nice from the beginning, because when they showed us the map and the plan of where things are going to be, what models are going to be, where they're going to build, and again, we really wanted a specific type of lot, and they had it, and we were able to jump on that and move forward from there. So they did a nice job presenting everything.
Yeah. So other than the feel of the community coming in and the floor plan, obviously budgeting, did any of the community features initially stick out as far as the rec center, the pools, or any of that? Was that kind of like a factor that played a role into you selecting?
Well, yeah, because you don't, when you come through the gates, you not only is it all this beautifulness, but then you have the ability to use a full-time spa and make appointments, facials, massages, nails, you name it. And then you have a gym that is completely accessible to you. And then on top of the gym, which is part of your dues, then you can add on personal training classes. And so that's amazing. And then you have the ability to have a coffee bar, and then a restaurant, a full-time restaurant. And it's been awesome.
Yeah, the community definitely has all of that in-house. You don't really have to leave the gates if you don't want to.
We have farmers markets. We have, tomorrow night, they're doing a sound bath in the pools. They are always doing community events here. And it's you don't not want to go. I mean, yeah.
Well, and then there's the golf course, which is absolutely beautiful. Nicholas Golf Course, and our son's a big golfer. So that was a big plus for us as well.
Now, does he do any coaching or anything at the course?
They have clinics for the kids, just based on age, but and they do personal lessons if you want them. They have a great indoor golf simulator that he has access to. So they're definitely catering to, if you want to golf, this is a great place to be.
Yeah, definitely a lot to do in here. Now, something cool I know they also have is, I think you said a full-time lifestyle director,
Yeah.
and that's here staffed. The other thing I think is cool is they have a community garden.
We have a dog park, community dog park. They have all of the barbecues like on each corner of the, they call it the Sterling Grove Grand Prix. It's like one big square. Right. They have corners that you can actually rent, like barbecues or cover patios if you want to have a big party out there and you didn't have the space. So they have that. It's pretty cool.
Very social.
Very
it's great.
social here.
Yeah, and you get to know your neighbors real quick, and that's been really.
Yeah.
And that's what I've noticed pretty quick after you guys got settled in. You've become really good friends with the immediate neighbors. And then when you go to the community events, right, you're meeting even more.
And they, it's a very golf cart community. So you have your golf cart for the, for golf, but then you also have little golf carts that they decorate at the holidays, and they do parades, and they do trick-or-treating out of the back of the golf carts. And it's just like, Santa on a golf cart. It's like hilarious. I've never seen anything like this.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
So lots to love about the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Anything you don't like about the community?
What do I don't like about the community? You know what bugged me about the community is the HOA process when we were trying to get approved of you can't put cactuses out front. I thought that was an interesting thing being in Arizona. You can't put a cactus out front.
Interesting.
But anything that we don't like about the community?
No, I think it's just getting used to, like she had mentioned, the HOA. If you don't come from an HOA and then you have an HOA, you probably have to have that discussion to get used to that.
Growing pains.
Growing pains, exactly.
You get what you paid for.
Yeah.
Beautiful community, so the HOA knows what they're doing, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any, I don't have any complaints.
Yeah, we haven't found anything yet. I'm sure we could, but we're not looking for it because, again, everything's been so positive for us here, which has been great for us.
And then I think a big plus for me being here is to have the Luke Air Force Base fly over like all the time. It's absolutely breathtaking.
Yep, always looking up in the
I'm always
sky.
yelling in the middle of the street, there they are, there they are.
Yeah, some people view it as a negative, but most people like yourselves enjoy it.
Yeah, it's neat to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your tax dollars hard at work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sound of freedom.
And I will say I do like the fact that they have the gated and guarded entrances here. When I'm traveling for work and everything, I know that they're safe here. So.
Right. Yeah, and it's not one of those they just let anybody come through the gate. There's actually a person.
There's somebody there. You actually get a notification when somebody comes on the, they're on the list. You get a notification on your phone. If you don't have somebody on the list, they'll call. But then we also have like security that drives around. So if you leave your garage door open, they call you. Say, hey, you left your garage door open, or which is great. Mm-hmm. Or if they, constantly, it's all night they do that.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a nice little feature.
Now, can you touch on the social membership? And I know you're talking about HOA a little bit, but what that looks like, one from cost perspective, and all residents have to pay for social membership?
Yeah, you have to pay a one-time initiation $5,000 fee to live here as part of that, and then
correct, and it's roughly 165 a month, but that gives you full access to the amazing pools. They have Olympic-sized pools and even larger. 3 of those pools, hot tub, the cabanas, gives you access to the gym. You do have to pay for the spa appointments and everything, but again, everything is right here, and it's for us, it was well worth the money,
right,
to do that.
Yeah.
And then the HOA is how much?
145.
So they group it together.
For the common areas.
Right. All the greenery that you see,
that
maintaining
you see.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I remember the sales guy that helped us get the house, representing Toll Brothers, said the reason it's so green is it was farmland, right?
Yeah.
And that they have some grandfathered water rights, so they're able to have grass and flowers and trees.
And also a big thing for us is with the dogs, I wanted to know, like, do we have like all the scorpions and the snakes out here? But I guess because of the soil, they don't like it, so it's not really like infested out here.
That's good. Yeah.
No, but none of our neighbors have seen anything yet since they've been here.
Yeah,
so.
good peace of mind.
Yeah, that's a huge thing with dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The area outside of here, of the community is still developing. I mean, there's a very nice shopping area, Prasada.
Oh, we have everything 2 miles from the house. I mean, literally 2 miles.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's growing. Everything is opening up.
It's all nice and new.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
That's what's nice about the area.
Well, and people questioned us, well, why the west side? Why the west side? But the west side's growing, and it's bringing everything to this side, so we don't have to worry about driving an hour to go do something or get something. It's nice how they certainly seem to be doing it, very organized, and
Right.
very well thought out.
Yeah, and close to the 303. So if you're
Yep.
commuting down to the airport or want to get out of town going north,
Yeah.
yeah, easy
Yep.
access there. Well, yeah, thanks for sharing all that, guys. I mean, obviously it's a great community. You guys have really enjoyed it, and it seems like you're utilizing all the amenities that they have to offer.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and thank you for helping us make all this happen.
You're welcome. Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. Thank you, Kelly and Kevin, for the interview and giving us a little insight of what it's like to live here in Sterling Grove. If you guys are looking to move here to Sterling Grove, feel free to reach out to me. My information is below. I look forward to talking to you. Thanks.